Yo, what's up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about a bunch of Chicago Bulls news, rumors, and some injury updates. Today's video is going to be a little different because I'm going to be doing a Chicago Bulls playout outlook. I'm going to be giving an update on a bunch of injuries heading into the NBA playoffs, talking about the playoff matchups that we want and we don't want, talking about Billy Donovan, the Bulls' adjustment problems, and their, I'd say, struggles versus the NBA's best top teams. So before I jump into today's video, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Also, leave a quick like on today's video since this is a different type of video. It helps me out a lot. Also, some comments and questions below today's video. And leave a comment below today's video. I want to see a bunch of comments who you guys want the Chicago Bulls to face in the first round. Also, speaking of some injury updates, definitely check out my last video if you guys missed it. I was talking about a bunch of Chicago Bulls news. I gave a huge update on Lonzo Ball, and I was talking about some NBA draft rumors that have been starting to pop up here and there. But either way, let's just jump right into today's video because the NBA playoffs are coming up quick. And let's be honest, for the past few weeks, honestly, maybe 1 to 2 months now, the Chicago Bulls have really struggled. I mean, they slid all the way from the 1st seed in the East to the 6th seed right now. And Billy Donovan was given some injury updates on Lonzo Ball, and Billy Donovan said that the Bulls are still in the process of slowly building up Lonzo Ball towards sprinting and cutting. This update did come out yesterday. Billy Donovan also continued. He said Lonzo Ball is still not up to full speed yet. He said he expects to know more middle of next week, Tuesday or Wednesday, so I'll definitely keep you guys updated when that whole situation comes out because, let's be honest, I love Lonzo Ball. I mean, the Bulls are obviously missing, I'd say, his point of attack, his defense, and his three-point shooting, and in my opinion, I believe Lonzo Ball is the X factor of this team. So if the Bulls can get him back right before the playoffs or in the NBA playoffs, obviously it's still going to be bad timing because he hasn't played pretty much all season. But getting him back regardless would be a huge, I'd say, boost for the Chicago Bulls. And speaking of some more injury updates, I feel like every other day or every other week there's more injuries surrounding this team. This team has not been healthy for this whole season. And it's starting to look like going into the NBA playoffs, Lonzo might even be out for the rest of the season. And Billy Donovan did give a quick little update on Alex Caruso. And Alex Caruso is not 100% either. He obviously rushed back to just help out this Bulls team. Billy Donovan did say, Alex Caruso is dealing with some back spasms. And Alex Caruso did ask to come out in the third quarter versus the Miami Heat. Billy also said it's a problem. It's nothing long term. I feel like at this point, everything's long term. I mean, the playoffs are pretty much in a week, and the Bulls are just not 100%. Obviously, Zach LaVine is still not 100% with his knee, and I know they're still talking about resting him a few games here and there and just managing him. So it's going to be interesting to see how this Bulls team does finish out, I'd say, this last week of the NBA season. Whenever the Bulls do put out some Lonzo Ball updates, I'll make sure to make another video and keep you guys updated on that situation. But, it definitely sucks that this whole season, this Bulls team could never be really 100% because when they were 100%, they were a fun team to watch, and I felt like they were a really solid team. I mean, obviously, other than the Bulls' struggles against top-tier teams, obviously that did continue on Saturday when they lost to the Miami Heat, and they pretty much got blown out, let's just be honest. And I hate to say this, but the Chicago Bulls are a combined 0-17 against the Heat, Bucks, 76ers, Suns, Grizzlies, and Golden State. The Chicago Bulls, as I'm recording this video, are currently 45-33, the number 6 seed in the East, and they slid. They've been sliding for weeks now. They were just the first seed a few weeks back. So definitely let me know below today's video who you guys would want the Chicago Bulls to face in the first round of the NBA playoffs. I saw that the Chicago Bulls pretty much just need to win one NBA game to clinch a top 6 seed, and that's huge because we do not want to be in the play-in tournament. I know there were some Bulls fans and NBA fans kind of worrying about that. Hopefully the Chicago Bulls can just get one more win. I'm sure they can. So the Chicago Bulls would not have to deal with the whole NBA play-in situation. But say the NBA playoffs did start right now, the Chicago Bulls would be taking on the Milwaukee Bucks, and I'm going to be honest, that's not a good matchup for us. I'm going to be real, though. The East is really good. I feel like the East is honestly better than the West nowadays. Hopefully the Bulls can try and get the 5th or 6th seed, in my opinion. It's really looking unlikely the Bulls will have home court advantage unless they win out the rest of the season and maybe the 76ers or Bucks lose out, but I do highly doubt that does happen. And like I just said, the Bulls are more than likely going to be the 5th or 6th seed, and that hurts already because this Bulls team, they have been really good at home. I mean, at home on this season, they have been 27-11, and away from home, they're only 18-22. And every team above the Chicago Bulls in the Eastern Conference standings are all positive away from home besides the Chicago Bulls. It also doesn't help that the Bulls are 4-6 in their last 10 games. Also the only team in the top 6 with a losing record of their last 10. You know, I've been seeing a lot of polls on Twitter recently that's like, it's just kind of been like a voting, like I just asked you guys who you guys would want the Bulls to play in the playoffs, and I know a lot of Bulls fans have really been voting for the Celtics, but the Celtics have been playing amazing basketball since the All-Star break, or even before, I believe, and in their last 10, they're 8-2. The Celtics have been looking really deadly, and I'm not sure who I would want the Chicago Bulls team to face. No matter what, it's going to be a fight. You know, it's going to be a dogfight in the first round. And Bleacher Report did put out this article a few days ago, and the article was titled "Every Projected NBA Team's Nightmare Playoff Matchup." And the Chicago Bulls' nightmare playoff matchup was the Miami Heat. And obviously, the Bulls just lost to them Saturday. They got blown out by them. And the Bulls didn't win a single game against the Miami Heat this season. The Miami Heat did sweep the Chicago Bulls. And Bleacher Report did say that the key concern surrounding the Miami Heat was their playoff experience. And I do agree. But at the same time, I don't know what's up with this Bulls team. I know this whole season the Bulls have been getting clowned on. They haven't been able to beat any top teams in the NBA. They just can't beat elite teams, and I'm not sure why. At some point, I think it might just be a mental, I'd say, point, because even teams like the Detroit Pistons have beaten a few, I'd say, really elite teams here and there. You know, this Bulls team is 0-17 against all the top teams in the NBA, and I can't believe it. I also saw that the Chicago Bulls are 2-19 versus the top 8 teams in the NBA, and that's scary. You know, the playoffs are next week, and this Bulls team can just pretty much not beat NBA playoff teams, and that's a struggle, obviously. That's scary. Obviously, in the playoffs, hopefully this team can get healthy. Hopefully we can get Lonzo Ball back. But in the NBA playoffs, it's a whole different game. But speaking of that, the Bulls and Billy Donovan, as of late, have gotten a lot of hate for just really not adjusting well. I feel like in most games, you know, the Bulls maybe play, I'd say, a solid first half, and then, you know, the other team makes adjustments at halftime. And I always feel like the Chicago Bulls seem to make zero adjustments. You know, I feel like every press conference is the same. They're all talking about how they need to play better. But I'm tired of hearing, I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm tired of hearing just words and stuff. I want to see actions. And I do understand, you know, Bleacher Report did say that Miami has more playoff experience, and I'm going to be real, most NBA teams do. You know, outside of DeMar DeRozan, the Bulls really don't have many, I'd say, NBA players that have played meaningful games. Obviously, Zach LaVine, Coby White haven't played. You know, Vucevic has played a few, I'd say, playoff games here and there. But either way, it's going to be tough for the Chicago Bulls to get healthy, and with the playoffs right around the corner, with the Bulls in kind of a slump for, honestly, weeks and months now. You know, if I had to pick a first-round matchup, I think it would be the Celtics, even though they have been playing great basketball as of late. I feel like our best bet would be against them, or obviously the Raptors, but I highly doubt that will happen as well. Thank you guys again for all the love on the channel and the past few videos. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Have a good one.